everybody, Nate Lee here, and I usually don't bring an instrument out for these videos because they're more about the lesson business and less about performing, although you can absolutely do both. I do both. I teach 18 students a week these days and also perform, although I've been out of the game for a little while due to having a kid. But I'll be back out there playing soon enough and already started a little bit. So you can absolutely perform and do the teaching, teach music camps, all of that stuff all at once. And talk more about the balance of that in the course. But right now we're going to talk about the Logitech camera that I recently bought. And it's the Logitech Streamcam. Now, one thing I noticed right away is the autofocus gets a little weird. When I put something up here, it'll focus. And then when I pull it back, it takes a minute to finish focusing there. So I anticipate that I'm going to end up editing a little bit. And then in lessons, I'll probably just put up with it some because I like the coloring and everything about it a little bit better than my MacBook Pro camera, which has done fine for me for years, but I'm ready for an upgrade, make things a little crisper. I'm always looking for ways to improve what I've got. So I'm going to first just show you this video a little bit so you can see how it looks. I'll play a little, but then I'll show you what the Logitech Capture software looks like, what the user experience is there. And then you'll get a good idea if this is a camera that might be useful to you. I think it's going to be the one I use all the time, but I need to use it more to really tell if that's how I feel. So I'm just going to play a little bit so you can see what the coloring looks like and things like that. Still trying to solve the problem of the overexposure on my very light-skinned hands. And it's caused by this window. I have really nice sunlight coming in. I like it. But I probably will have to diffuse that window a little bit using my curtains to get the very best picture. For private lessons, I'm not going to worry about it. If my hands are a little overexposed, you can see where they are. So I'm just going to play a little bit, and you can see how this video looks. I'm going to play some Powder Creek, written by Roland and Clarence White. So that's what the video looks like. I'm pretty stoked with how that's my major award right there, 2015, what is it called? Momentum Instrumentalist of the Year from IBMA. And you can see the trees in my backyard. It looks magical. That didn't show up on my other camera, I don't think, ever. So that's what the video camera looks like. Next, I'm going to go into Loom and show you what it looks like from my point of view so you can see the interface, which so far has been very useful and has a whole lot of cool options that you're not going to find on a normal laptop computer mic, and really not going to find on most webcams either. This software is really cool. So we'll look at that, and then I'll see you right back here. So this is what the user interface looks like. Now I'm using Loom to record this, and one thing that happens with Loom is if you are recording a video that is not Loom's own video recording, in that little circle that you'll see on the bottom corner of the screen on a lot of videos. If you are playing video on the screen that is not coming from Loom, it's usually out of sync with the video and audio. So I'm expecting that that's probably happening right now. Annoying, I know, so let's just both try not to look at the picture because I can see already where there's a delay just on my screen. So anyway, let's ignore that and let's look at what is in the user interface. I just wanted to mention that because it's not the camera's fault that this is happening. So the user interface has a lot of really great stuff in it. I've only played with it for about a half hour. But here you can choose what camera you're going to use. Now it's all Logitech cameras. I don't think you can use other cameras. So there's only one option here for me to use. And then we can look at the priority here. You can prioritize your frame rate or you can prioritize exposure, and explains what that is here. I'm just going to go through each of these quickly. You have backlight correction, image stabilization, auto framing. That was kind of crazy. And then autofocus, auto white balance. I'm not using all of these. I've not gotten to try out all of them. Some of them I tried a few and I liked the picture better with the white balance and the autofocus. You can adjust your images, your image settings. I don't like that it doesn't say what these things are. Like, I'm not a super tech savvy sort of person, so I don't automatically know what each of these means. I can guess some, but that's a little annoying. You can also adjust the anti-flicker. It explains what that is. You can adjust chroma key. Here's advanced settings. That pulls up a couple more things. You can flip the source video. One thing about this camera is it is supposed to, I haven't figured out how to do it, but it's supposed to switch between portrait and landscape really easily. Oh, you know what? I did figure out how to do it. The camera itself will turn. Let's see if this will work in the middle of a video or not. Nope, I'm not going to be able to pull that off. Now I just got to try to get it back to where it was. All right, I made a poor choice to try to mess with that right now. So those are the basic settings. Here is camera 2. I don't have a second camera set up, but that could be really, really cool. And here you can, if you want to, have a watermark, but it says Logi on it. You know, I don't want it to say Logi. Text overlay and scene effects are also an option here. Going back to camera 1 so you can keep seeing this. So there's the watermark right over my chessboard there. I don't want to see that. Text overlay, you can add some text. This could be extremely useful. I haven't messed with it yet. You can also add some effects here. I haven't messed with that either, but I'm pretty excited about all the stuff this program has. Then we have video controls. And then this is back to microphone stuff. So I've got it set to, I think, default microphone, which I have. The default is from my Scarlett system here, the 2i4, and I'm using this mic, the AT4040 from, is it AT4040? Yeah, I believe that's right. You can find that in the guide I mentioned. You can find links to that, the how to set up a pro level studio guide that I was talking about. So that's the mic I'm using. I don't think I've even clicked here. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that. You can change your hotkeys, I guess. And then profile here, and that's the stuff it has. I haven't learned what some of these things do yet, but I think that has to do with camera 1 and 2. And then I love that you can pause the video. So there, I just paused the recording. So if you have like a nose itch or something, you can pause your recording. It saves you some editing time, which is nice. And I have a general rule. I try not to video anything that I wouldn't want to have accidentally show up on my socials. So if I'm swearing because something went wrong, I try not to do that on camera. I recommend that for you too, so that you don't accidentally put out a video that has something unprofessional or just something you didn't want to put out. You know, maybe you're making a weird face or something like that. And then this button here, that'll take you to the file you've created. And then of course we've got audio and mic adjustments here. So unless there's something I'm missing, that's all of what the software does, which is a ton of stuff for a software that's free. So pretty exciting. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And I'm curious to see what you think about this video compared to watching any other videos that I put out on the Lesson Business Blueprint Facebook. And just let me know what you think about the differences so I can get some outside opinions on this. All right, everybody, I will see you back on the normal camera stream. All right, bye for now. All right, so that's what the UI looks like. And hopefully this gives you an idea of the camera, what you think about it. I'm pretty stoked on it. I'll update you in the future after I've tried it some more. But I think it's going to be a good next step for my studio. And it's something I've spent a lot of time on my studio. So it's a good next step. By the way, I wrote a free guide about how to set up a pro-level music teacher studio. And I will drop the link down there in the comments and in the description, not the comments, sorry, but the description of the YouTube video and on Facebook. I'll drop that link down there so you can go and download that guide for free. It's many hours of my best work, and a lot of people have found it really useful for setting up their studio, and I hope that you do too. So go look for that there. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to this channel. This is a brand new channel. This is the first video for this YouTube channel. So make sure to subscribe and hit that like button so that the algorithm will share this with other people that need it. And then also hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. And if you're watching this on Facebook, then make sure to follow this page and click that like button and then share this video with people who might benefit from it. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.